Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Outer Wilds. Last time we stopped in the middle of exploring one of the Ash Twins, the Ember Twin, right in front of this. So let's start with that. Chert's research node, property of Chert. Clay the Nomi were making astronomical observations here. They chose an excellent spot. What is this big rotating device for? What was the Nomi observing? Or posited something special about the orange symbol on the device. How long the new Astron's translation tools would be nice to have handy right now. Let's pick this up and read it over here. The quantum moon locator is functioning. We have markers for each of the places the moon goes. Anona Burr, I just observed a quantum moon in orbit on Dark Bramble. Added a marker to Dark Bramble. A further locator now accounted for all the phantom moon's locations, but sometimes the locator can't tell me where the moon is. Perhaps there's a problem with the device. It is also possible to exist a sixth place in the star system to which the phantom moon travels. You have a keen eye, my friend, so the moon travels to a total of 5 locations, not 4. Nope, 6. Where is the phantom moon now? Seems to be here, which is you. Let me see. Hello? Whoops, I'm trying to zoom out. Brittle Hollow. Yep, there's the phantom moon. Interesting. Okay, world's ending. Anything else I can do while I'm here? Probably not. That's my ship, funny enough. It didn't get buried. Probably wants me to scan this while I'm here. You know what? Let's spend the rest of our time reading notes. That's a lot. Alright, next time we go back to this planet. Next time we die. And we... what's it called? Get into the city quickly. And then... try to get to the high energy lab. See you when I'm back at the Ash Twins. Alright, we're almost there. As long as I don't miss the planet. Good. Not where I planned to go, but oh well. I have a plan for today, so we're going there. So I'm fairly sure there's a cave around here that gets us in there much faster. Now I need to find it. I have already lost it. Okay, that's not happening. Let's find the shuttle. So, searching for a big old light beam. How have I not found that yet? There it is. And I need to hurry. I know there's more paths in the cave that I didn't read or I missed. But I am hurrying to get there quickly. So I'm not gonna read that right now. I'm just gonna go to the left. Down here. We go forward till we meet the sand and then left. Up at the stalagmites. And we're here, in theory. Well, here and then through the sand thingy. All right, it's up there. Now I go in. First things first, I turn on the lights. Please. Oh no. Okay, it worked out. And this is presumably the high energy lab trailhead. Yep. Let's go. Again, I feel like I'm missing out on a lot in the place. What's it called? In the village. But that's gonna have to be for next time, because I'm exploring this for now. Fuck. Before it gets filled with sand. Oh no. Okay, it seems I have to wait for this to get filled enough. You're kidding me. Well, that sucked. No, you're joking. Oh, this is a mini maze and it's trying to murder me. Good, I made it. Seems like this one, it pushes down. And it has ghost matter. Fudge. Oxygen is really low as well, due to, you know, everything. Oh. Okay. Progress. Seems to be. Warp course. Please translate. Records show Norma arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow very slightly before departing from the Whitehall station. Raimi and I are devising an experiment to test if this is a real phenomenon or simply a machine error. In theory, what we want to try to reproduce is a negative amount of time elapsing between something entering the black hole and exiting the white hole at the destination. Initially, things first, our experiment setup will first pair a small black hole core with a small white hole core to mimic the setup of the white hole station. Hypothesis: it is possible for an object to exit a white hole before entering a corresponding black hole. That checks out. Wrong button. An update. Our experiment has reproduced the anomaly in arrival and departure times, but Pi is unconvinced it's more than an equipment error. I hope to strengthen the effect to render it visible on the unaided eye. To the end, we've decided to try adding more energy. I imagine the Sunless City's energy supply should prove sufficient. Off note, Raimi Yarrow requested that we let him know before rerouting energy. I'd hate to leave him in the dark. All available energy has been rerouted to the city for experiment. Raimi and I are about to run the new test. Hypothesis confirmed. This is beyond extraordinary. This changes everything. What a beautiful day for the intersection of abstract theory and practical application. So they discovered quasi-time traveling. Nice. No idea what I'm powering here. I guess I'm powering something. I was powering something down there. Now I'm powering something up here. Ooh, more text. 2 more text. The Saturn observation is asking if creating a 22-minute interval is possible. That is, to have something arrive 22 minutes before it actually sent through. We learned the negative intervals of time between departure and arrival can be increased by adding more energy to the warp core. Problematically, the energy required to extend the interval increases at an exponential rate. Hypothesis: creating a 22-minute long interval is possible, but we are currently unable to generate the necessary energy. Raimi and I believe it would be necessary to invent a new method to produce energy, a thrilling but enormous undertaking. It would also require advanced warp technology to be able to handle such energy. Would also likely need an enormous space to fit the proposed new energy and warp technologies together. The energy is currently unavailable, you say? You're a gas pie. My pun was intended, Raimi, so I believe it's you who are airform. No idea what I mean by that, but sure. Maybe flirting? The Ashtwin project will be one of our biggest undertakings, metaphorically and physically. To build it, we need to travel quickly between Ashtwin and each location that holds crucial project material. What if we use warp towers, like the one we have at the Whitehall station, to connect Ashtwin directly to each critical location? Poke, Root, and I can begin to work on this immediately in the Black Hole Forge. This will keep us busy. On note, each tower on Ashtwin will warp to a different planet. My gratitude to those who noted my imprecise language. Yes, the sun is not a planet. I believe this has been sufficiently clarified. We can design each tower to be visually reflective of the warp's destination. The giant deep tower, for instance, could resemble a cyclone, and we could model the Tim Hearts after Geyser Mountain. Interesting. So we have teleport locations on this planet, or more likely on the other one of these 2 planets. Is this the door? Yes. I fear I have let sand in here for the future, but oh well. Is this enough to open the door here? There's nothing here. Huh. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything here, so I'm confused why this exists. Okay. I don't think I can do much more here right now. So let's just go to the other planet. Enough sand should have drained. We might be able to discover some interesting things there. Where is my ship? Should be right here, right? No, but nearby? No. That's our teleport location, I'm sure of that. Ow. There's the ship. I know there's still stuff I haven't explored on this planet. Plenty of stuff. But first things first. Landed perfectly. More or less. You're actually kidding me? No. Shit. Well, there goes my ship. Would be nice to find a location to read this scroll. Is this? Oh no, that's a Nomai. He's not a skeleton. Wow. Friends visiting from the Hagen City, we are applying the Ashling project at the High Energy Lab at Ember Twin's location, equator. I became lost on Ember Twin, my gratitude that Remy found me. The High Energy Lab is the building with the large solar panels. I'm surprised I didn't see it. I imagine our otherwise immensely clever Connoy would lose his own head if it weren't anatomically impossible. Well, that's useless. Low gravity is dangerous. What is here? Is a teleporter? Doesn't quite feel like one, but it's possible. Whew. Okay, that's one of those crystals to walk on walls. Let's see what's down here. Uh-huh. Here's our first delivery, Yarrow. One warp core, fresh from the Black Hole Forge. Rootis is starting the core, siblings from Brittle Hollow as I write this. I wish I could wait here for you to arrive, but the forge and my unfinished work there is calling. I'll return with more materials soon. My gratitude, Clary, with this the Ashen project is underway. And confess I'm deeply curious about what you and Poke found at the Whitehall Station. That's how this project. Could I visit sometime to learn more? I recommend you do. The Whitehall Station is a model of the towers being built for the Ash Twin project. As a result, to the station would be undoubtedly useful. I suppose more precisely, I would like to visit the Whitehall Station with you. Yarrow, stop using the scroll wall to flirt with my sister in romantic matters. Her destiny rivals and neutron density rivals are neutron stars, and go meet her on the Whitehall Station. I'd be happy to explain my findings. Intriguing. Alright, let's keep exploring this planet. Okay, I definitely haven't been to this one. Ow. Oh. That's annoying. So that's an up one, but I want to go down. I know there's a door here to check out. More dead Zonai. And again, they don't exactly look like they're ancient. They look pretty fresh. Weird. Let's see if I can make it all the way over there. Yes, yes I can. Some time has passed since I checked with the UPI. How are you and Idea progressing with the Sun Station plans? Presently, my assessment is that our plan will either fail explosively or succeed explosively. You know I don't find that funny. Hypothesis, time spent away from the station would be beneficial for you both. I am immensely interested in testing your hypothesis, Yarrow. That at least we can agree on. How curious, Raimi. I think I'm a gas. And I don't recall requesting that you monitor this conversation, Idea. I don't see the state of the matter you are has to do with this. I don't recall supporting the Sun Station's construction, but here we are. More Sun Station info. Oof. There's like a 0% chance I can do this. But if I succeed... world's ending soon anyway, let's try it. I think this is supposed to be when the sand is high. You go here, and you just walk. Oh, there goes that. Alright. Had to pause for a second. I think I just died. Yep. Funny that I had to pause for a second because I think I'm gonna end the episode here without death. Been a while since we saw one of these, so let's check it out. But next time, I think I'm gonna go rush to the city below again. But this time I'm going to try to, what's it called? Read all the text below while I still can. See you all then.